Are we having fun so far? I feel like this is really fun. I work with kids, and I love working with kids, and they're very fun, but they're very honest. And I also don't have any hair, which that happened a long time ago, and I don't really care about it anymore. But when I'm around kids, when I go into like a lesson, I teach kids chess, and when I go into a lesson, I've found that it doesn't matter how long I've known the kid or the kids. If I have no hat on, they're like, "Oh, it's Kevin." If I have a hat on, they're like, "Oh, it's Kevin." But if I'm in a lesson and I just like take my hat off, they're just like, "Oh my gosh, you're bald!" Every time, just as much surprise. And so I've gotten to the door of these lessons and I've just been like, hat on or hat off, okay? You don't want to make Elijah make you feel insecure again, okay? So just make a choice now and you don't have to deal with it. I smiled too big one time and the kid's like, "Why are your gums so high up?" I'm like, "I don't know, they're receding, thanks a lot." Do you know every insecurity I have? What is wrong with you? I have ingrown toenails too. That's why my shoes are on. My family's here, so I guess I just have to talk about them a little bit. In 6th grade, when I started really coming into myself, really deciding to discover myself, really starting to explore my body. That's all I'm going to say about it. Do we know what we're talking about? I don't want to get more explicit, but I will. So I'm not. We know what's happening right now. The worst moment of my life, still up to this point, worst moment of my life, I was getting ready for school, and I was like, "Today's going to be a good day at school." And I like put on my backpack and I was walking out, and my mom came up to me with some Mary Kay moisturizer. She's like, "Kevin, this is my $50 lotion, stop it!" And we've never acknowledged it until like now, So it was just like, I was like, I'm gonna move away. I'm gonna find a new family. This trip is the first time I've spoken to my mom since that happened 20 years ago. I told her I told her I was gonna tell that as a joke, and she didn't even say anything. She was just like, "That is expensive lotion. Mary Kay is expensive lotion." My dad's here as well. He doesn't like any potty language. I know during Michelle Collins, there's a few times he's like, she doesn't need to use that type of language, okay? She doesn't. She's funny without it, Growing up, this can be confirmed right here. Growing up, we were not allowed to say pee. We had to say tinkle. In this family, we tinkle. We weren't allowed to say fart. We had to say fluff. And he would remind my friends that. They'd come over and they'd be like, "Oh, did somebody fart?" He's like, "Hey, Kenny, in this family we fluff, all right? That's just one of the rules we have." He told Kenny that on the way up to see Creed, which was my first concert. Scott Stapp got so hammered that he passed out on the stage in Cleveland, and then Creed came back to Cleveland, like $5 tickets, because last time Scott Stapp, he got hammered and fell on stage. So that was my first concert on the way up, saw Creed. But also my dad, the one time he's ever sworn, my mom, by the way, she breaks all the rules, by the way. She's just like, she's real loose. She swears all the time and like winks. She's like, "I'm the cool mom. It's cool, You can't drink, but damn, oops, don't tell your dad. All right." There was one time I was being a jerk. I was being probably on the way up to Creed, and we got out of the car. I was just like being annoying and everything. My dad is like, "Kevin, you are acting like an asshole." And I was like, "You called me an asshole?" And he's like, he just walked away. He was like, "I can't believe I said it. Did God hear?" So one time he ever swore at me, but then I got to high school and I got really into The Sopranos, and I would watch The Sopranos all the time. I loved The Sopranos, and my dad loved it because it's a great television show and he enjoyed it, and he just could not get over like the language. It just like always bothered him. He would just be like, can't they say? And there's a scene with James Gandolfini is about to execute someone. He has a gun to their head. And the guy's just like, no, please. And he starts peeing his pants. And he's just like, are you pissing your pants? Are you pissing your fucking pants? Blows his head off. Brains everywhere against the wall. My dad's like, all right, does he need to use language like that? Is that really appropriate? I mean, come on. I mean, criminy. I mean, cripes. And I was like, Dad, yeah, gangsters, they kind of need to say. He's like, no, they don't. You can have a good television show without you. I could write for The Sopranos. I'm like, Dad, no, he's like, yeah, I could. If my dad wrote for The Sopranos, right, it would be like, hey, are you tinkling your pants right now? Are you tinkling? Criminy, is that a fluff? Did you fluff just now? This is what you get for acting. I said acting. Then extra brains, extra blood if you can. No. My dad's favorite joke, some of you guys may be familiar with it. My dad's favorite joke of all time, it's his closer, is the do you have the tickets joke? Are you guys familiar with this? Let's say you're on your way to a concert, an event of some sort. Just someone name a concert. Who would you be on the way to see? Creed. Who is that? Creed. Everyone's saying Creed. All right. You're on your way to say, last time someone said Kid Rock, and I was like, oh yeah, I know some Kid Rock songs. So you're on your way to see Creed. You're about 10 people from the entrance, you know. You got 2 people with you. You're just like, man, I'm really excited to see Creed. Set it up, you know. And people are like, yeah, me too. And then you're like, do you have the tickets? And the person is like, no, I don't have the tickets because you invited me. And then you look to the person right, you're like, do you have the tickets? The person's like, no, I never even touched the tickets. Are we not because I don't have the tickets, then everyone is like, I'm not going to get to see Creed. I'm not going to get to see him perform Higher or With Arms Wide Open or any of their other songs that no one remembers. Then, as the tension hits an all-time high, right, everyone's like, what are we doing? And people around you are just like, are you okay? You guys, what'd you do with them? Everyone's going nuts. You're just like, I've got the tickets. It's funny, right? The joke is that he had the tickets the whole time, you know? All right, I can make fun of that joke. The joke is that I went to see Creed. Hey man, like I said, $5, I will defend that choice. So, I make fun of that joke, but I was on a date going to Terminal 5, and I'm on the 1 train, and I'm a few stops away, and from the bowels of within me, I was just like, do you have the tickets? I was like, you're taking me on a date. What are you talking about? Why would I have the tickets? And I was like, do you have the tickets? And the person's like, I'm just riding the subway. Why are you talking to me, man? Then I look at her and I'm just like, I'm just kidding. I got it. I apologize for saying that. I don't have the tickets! I don't have the tickets! So we had to get in a cab and go all the way back to Park Slope from Times Square and go all the way back to the Upper West Side. And the whole time I was thinking, I was like, you know what? I can make fun of it. When Dad did it, every time he had the tickets. He put in the work that is required to do the do you have the tickets joke, okay? So if you're gonna pull that off, you've gotta have the tickets. Round of applause for Dad for always having the tickets. You don't need to use that language.